What's something that you have found in America that you would like to introduce back in Singapore? Something you think your friends in Singapore would enjoy?
It would be a sort of outspokenness, sort of a certain daring and a belief in the right to speak out for what you believe in or your rights. Whereas that's something that is sort of often put across more subtly and more indirectly in Singapore and in other Asian countries, I guess.
So after all this world traveling, what brought you to Ohio University?
It's mainly the job, the work of curator at the Overseas Chinese Center in Alden Library brings with it a global dimension and the promise of more traveling and learning more about other parts of the world which I have not learned about in my earlier study.
I saw that you chose Indonesia as the place that you'd like to be right now. You'd like to sit and study in the archives of Indonesia. What interests you so much about Indonesia?
Well, my research is actually, it is on Indonesia, a certain part of Indonesia, and I've been there only for short stints. So for my PhD research, I've dealt mainly with archives and documents and mainly in the Netherlands. I see that you've gone to different continents, different places. What made you choose like Newcastle and Beijing?
The location didn't matter all that much. But what's kind of interesting about Beijing is that I knew absolutely nothing about Asia before, up until maybe 2 years ago. I went to study in Australia knowing nothing about Australia either. And I made so many friends from Japan, Taiwan, China and Singapore, Indonesia, so many Asian countries. And they really inspired me to want to know more about it.
What do you see yourself as doing after you finish your degree?
Studying abroad made me realize that I don't think I'll ever be happy just staying in the same place ever again.